you're in a true, client services role. But, just like you said, when you've had clients for several years, you really get to know them and you really get to know what pushes their buttons, what makes them happy, what they're looking for, and you can truly serve the client and their best needs. And I think that's a wonderful relationship to have. And even though, you have to know all the players and how all the players kind of deal with things differently with the insurance companies and the clients and how they interact, you know, once you have a handle on that client and what that client needs and what that client wants, I think it's easier to deal with the outlying players because and you can have honest conversations. Like you know that, okay, Joe from so and so company, he really wants to try cases, but he needs to be heard. I need to tell him, like, okay, you can try it, but it's going to cost you, this much in your premium, and it's going to take this long, and whatever it may be. But how to have that conversation.
No, what you say is very important. And one of the things I pride myself on is being honest, straightforward, letting clients know when there are problems, hopefully also offering a solution when I'm telling them about the problem, saying, we have a problem here. Here's what it is, but here's how I think we can best solve it. And I think they really appreciate that, because I don't think they always get that in their business dealings. And so I've had clients who are absolutely livid about a situation, ready, take no prisoners, want 15 people fired at the insurance company. And I'll say to them, the insurance company's right in this instance. And there's no better feeling than when a client looks at you and goes, I hate what they're doing, but if you're telling me it's the right thing to do, I'll do it. And that's when you've made that connection.
Mm-hmm. And that they trust your input and they trust your opinion, and I think that I think that sort of thing happens not only over time, but with the honesty. If you're always straightforward and not just a yes person, that, I think being a yes person can get you in a lot of trouble.
Oh, it can.
If you're just saying yes to make someone happy, but you can't deliver on the yes, then it's probably not a good yes. You probably should have said no.
Yeah, because what we have to understand, all of us, attorneys, claim people, is we may not necessarily be reporting to the top person at our client. So they're reporting up the line. So if we say, oh yeah, well, we don't think they should try it, but he wants to try it, so I'm going to say, yeah, I'll try it. He's now going to go up the line and say, yeah, we're going to try this case, and it blows up. He or she is on the line.
Right.
And so I feel I owe it to them so that there are no surprises and they don't get themselves in a situation with their management where they put themselves in a corner. So I think honesty is really important. One time I had a client, I meeting him for the first time, and he was a tough nut. He had fired 2 other claim consultants. And so I'm sitting there, and he says, you've probably heard about me. He goes, I fired 2 of your colleagues already. I said, yeah, I've heard of you, but I'm going to make my own decision. I'm not going to go back based on what they said or what happened in the past. It said, this is, a fresh start. So we talked, and we realized that we had a lot of common ground. And he says, I think I'm going to like working with you. And he goes, I do want you to be honest with me. Just do it in private. Don't show me up in front of other people. That's what your colleagues did. He goes, you got something to say to me that I might not want to hear. I want you to do it privately. I said, that's common sense. Mm-hmm. And I said, and I'm really glad to hear that you're saying this, because otherwise I was going to get you a bobblehead doll. And you could just talk to it and hit it, and it would go. And you wouldn't need me at all. And he laughed. He thought that was great. And when I told the producer, the person who places the program, you said that to Tony? Yeah, he thought it was great. He goes, oh my God. I think the guy had to go get a stiff drink after that. He thought I had blown his account totally. To this day, we're still very good friends. I still work on his account, and I have at least 2 or 3 clients who have retired, who I keep in touch with on a regular basis. That's the relationship we've developed.
Well, because you've developed friendships. It's not just, you know, it's not just a working relationship. When you truly work together with someone, there's more than just work there. And I think that builds the strongest relationship. I mean, think about it. If you actually like the person, enjoy, working
Yep.
with them and talking to them, then, you're going to keep doing it and it's going to last.
Yeah, when I manage people, because again, we just get cases assigned to us and clients assigned to us. I used to say, listen, clients are like your family. You have no say in the matter. That's who you have. You better learn to love them and learn to get along with them because they're yours. And that's, I think, the nice part of this job too, is you deal with people from all walks of life. I mean, I could be talking to a blue collar worker 1 minute, and the next minute I'm talking to, one of the most incredible medical professionals in the industry. It runs that whole gamut. So you really do have to learn how to connect with people on all levels. And I think that's part of the fun of the job. Honestly, I don't find it a challenge. I think if you're yourself, if you're genuine, if you're empathetic to somebody, if you listen to them, if you try to understand where they're coming from, really not that hard to get along with folks. As you said before, you can't have that scorched earth policy where I'm going to win.
Right.